ill-fated RMS Titanic is perhaps one of the first things that come to mind when you think of Belfast in Northern Ireland. One of the most famous parts of the city's shipbuilding legacy, the historic ocean liner was built in the city's docklands at the beginning of the 20th century. Hailed at the time as the unsinkable Queen of the Ocean, the Titanic met its fate when it collided with an iceberg on its maiden voyage in 1912, travelling from Southampton to New York. Today, the tale of this famous ship is known around the world, with countless movies retelling its fateful voyage, and thus, visiting the place where it all began is a must when you're in Belfast. Set on the slipways where Titanic was designed, built and launched is Titanic Belfast. Recognised as a world-leading visitor attraction, Titanic Belfast welcomes thousands of visitors from far and wide every year. Offering an authentic retelling of the iconic story, right in the spot where it all began, this is an incredible attraction not to be missed. Guests can take a self-guided tour through the 9 interactive galleries that tell the story of the infamous ship. The Boomtown Belfast exhibition tells the story of the city's industrial revolution at the height of its shipbuilding prowess. Here you can learn all about how people lived and worked in the city in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Then, you can set foot on your very own voyage by hopping on the shipyard ride, which takes you on a journey through what it would have been like to work on the shipyard. Next, you can wander through informative galleries dedicated to the ship's launch and fit-out before finding out all about the Titanic's maiden voyage. From here, you will be guided through the story of the ship's tragic sinking, with exhibits explaining the events of the 14th of April 1912, and an in-depth analysis of what went wrong. And it doesn't end there. Before you end your Titanic experience, you can explore exhibits dedicated to the aftermath of the sinking, myth versus reality, and discovering the Titanic beneath. What makes this experience so special is the little details that have gone into its creation. Embedded into the slipways behind the attraction are 2 life-size outlines of Titanic and Olympic's main decks, illuminated by blue light. From above, Titanic Belfast is a star-shaped building, symbolising the White Star logo. If you look at the ground surrounding the building, you will notice that the plaza is made up of 2 different coloured tiles. While this may appear strange, it is in fact intentional. The tiling here represents a map, with the light tiles acting as the sea, and the dark tiles as the land. LED lights allow visitors to track the Titanic's journey from city to city and across the Atlantic on this map. Finally, the wooden benches that surround the building are not just a great place to rest your tired legs. In fact, they are set out in the distress Morse code sequence sent out by the Titanic. Moving clockwise, they read, "This is Titanic's call sign."